one thing that I started doing recently to really help my writing and thinking has been the practice of free writing. So if you don't know what free writing is, it's basically starting to write whatever is coming through your mind without having to edit or think about your writing or to think about whether or not your sentences are grammatically correct. It's such a interesting process to really let your thoughts stream out and go from your mind to your fingers to the screen. And it also, to me, is a practice of letting go of the mistakes, letting go of the grammatical errors, letting go of all the squiggly red lines that I see when I'm free writing and just dumping my thoughts out. This is an easy way to get into flow, I find, because you're just typing and whatever's coming through your mind, you just start writing about it. You can also have a prompt, like a question that you sit with beforehand and just answer that question. I used the free writing exercise to actually come up with a marketing plan for one of my clients. And I just had the question of how can we promote this course that my client has coming up. And I set a timer for, I think it was like 15 or 20 minutes, and just wrote. Another thing that I've used to help with this process of writing and distilling my thoughts into something that's more understandable is ChatGPT. So with that marketing example that I just talked about, I spent about 15 minutes just writing all the things I could think of about to help this client's promotion, what type of content to produce, what the schedule what might look like, all this stuff. And it looked pretty messy, and it was just a big block of text. Very hard to understand unless you were me. But what I did was I just copied and pasted that whole thing, opened up ChatGPT, I pasted it in there and told it that I was doing a free writing exercise about a client's marketing plan. Please summarize this into easy to understand step-by-step action items. And the thing that it produced was amazing. Like, it was super clear. It distilled my thoughts. It summarized everything that I wrote out. And it also gave me a step-by-step action plan to take action on. So, yeah, the combination of free writing plus ChatGPT has been a fun little experiment that I've been trying. And it's been allowing me to go with the flow a bit more. Letting my thoughts flow smoothly, not worrying about whether or not things make sense or if there's a shit ton of errors. That's totally fine. Letting go of that process of having to fix everything, because our brain operates differently when we're editing versus when we're writing. So if we write and edit at the same time, our brains are like kind of switching lanes at the same time, going back and forth, and it's very hard to get that flow going. Whereas if you're free writing, then you just write and write, and then afterwards you can go back and edit and kind of pull out any nuggets or take a look at what you wrote to see if anything made sense, or see if there's any gems that pop out, or like in my case, pop it into ChatGPT and let it do its job. And at that point, I think you might be surprised at what you're able to come up with as you kind of let go of your conscious mind and tap into more of your higher mind and let that flow through you. Kind of like these videos I'm doing. I don't really have much of a topic or a script when I do them. I'm just kind of letting the words come out through me, and I feel like it's good practice to be able to just go with the flow and to just run with what comes out. All right, that's it for today's video. See you next time.